Lots of different effects in here, and I'll kind of get into them more, but this one's the... So if I go... If I want to play that... I used to do clinics where I start singing. He's not going to do it, is he? No, I'm not going to do it, trust me. Because you would leave. Another hard tine, but not as squashed with the compressor. This one is great. This one is like you can take a bath in this. So that is using a thing called a VCM phaser, virtual circuit modeling. This keyboard is actually the first keyboard in the music production department, I believe, that was built on Monte Vista Linux, which we had built on a different type of code because they all use computer-based. I mean, that's really what this is a computer that's designed to make really great sound. But we built this on Linux, and it allowed us to do a lot of different things. And one of them is to do these VCM, virtual circuit modeling. It's a type of physical modeling technology, which is basically, VCM is different than, there's lots of different modeling where basically they use a computer chip to run a program that simulates some sort of a sound that doesn't use really samples, but it actually uses, you know, a computer program. So this is an effect processor that's of a phaser. And how they built it is a guy named Toshi Kunamoto, who's probably one of the smartest DSP engineers in the world. And what he does is, in the same way that if you went over and you found an old vintage phaser from the 70s, and you open it up, you would see that there's, you know, transistors and capacitors and, you know, all sorts of things inside there. Well, it's the same thing here. He has like basically an assembly language that he's built, where he has, each one of those are little blocks of code. So there's one for a transistor, and he virtually welds it onto, you know, the frame and builds them, and they end up sounding, I mean, I have, the only thing that's different from the phaser that I have is that my phaser, old one, is way noisier than this one. It's like, you get a bonus. But if I go like this and I use this modulation wheel, I can get it. And I can kind of pull it back so I don't have so much of that's changing the speed of the phaser. So it's like, anyway, that's, I love that sound. Wurlitzer, obviously. Kioffs. There's a little one in there, and that's a Wurlitzer kioff, which is just awesome. So, moving along, play some other ones. And you can hear the rotary speaker actually speed up and slow down. So this is an organ. And obviously, you know, we have these guys here. These are going to work also when I turn on Cubase and I use them to control Cubase, but they also work as drawbars. So there's that one, there's... So I don't like the weighted keys for an organ, so I don't spend a lot of time on the organs. And I have my volume pedal plugged in for something else, but I do have the volume pedal here. I'm not an organ player though, let's face it, I don't like to. And there's, you know, there's also... I'll switch it over because I should. So I just switch it over to the other, whoops, wrong way, this one. So you can, so, you know. It's called Greasy. That totally is what it sounds like. So, move this guy back over. Another sound in here that I particularly like, in fact, I'm going to play it too now because I'm getting tired of my voice. This is the nylon string guitar. Again, it's got the key off. So that's the other thing that's cool about this guy. So when I hit it hard, I get the slide. I can do, but it still sounds, you gotta kind of watch that when you're doing it. I spent a lot of time trying to get my pitch bending right, but it's nice to... And then you got these assignable functions. And I can assign these to foot switches too, as well, but, so this is just a little mute. Harmonics as well. So this was like one of the first sounds that I really fell on. You know, when how many people have keyboards in here? Just any keyboard. Do you remember when you got your keyboard and you found like a sound that you just stayed on for hours? Because this was that sound for me. So with that, I'll play a Gershwin tune. I play all these standards, but yes, I'm sure. Okay, so. Anyway, so there's a little song there, a little Gershwin tune. So thank you.